So it's a beautiful Friday afternoon, just after midday, and we're about to take our very first cruise of the year here in Hamburg. So as you can see in your picture, this is the vessel we're just about boarding to our destination, Southampton in the United Kingdom. As you may know, Queen Anne is the latest vessel in the Cunard fleet. And this vessel was launched just in 2024 after 7 years of building. So here in your shot, we are dropping our baggage to get ready to check in. Over here at the check-in hall, there are a lot of people also getting ready to get on board. This is Queen Anne, the latest on the Cunard fleet. And birthday girl is watching the vessel saying, wow, this is a huge machine. Even after checking, there are a lot of people still downstairs also waiting for their turn to check in. But as for us, we are ready at the entrance of the ship, getting ready to get our boarding passes scanned.
All the way to the right, to that direction, until you go through the art gallery. You're going to see a big green sign that says E.
Okay.
They'll scan your card in there, then you can go up to your room.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Here we are. We are in. Going down to deck 1. And this is the first sight we have. Isn't this beautiful? So as we take a walk through the pathway, birthday girl decides to take a sit on the very first point to have a feel of what it is in this hall called the chat room. All too soon, we have found our room, our cabin, our stateroom, room 4182. Wow. Okay. So my girl is about doing a tour of the many storage spaces available to us on this vessel. How about this side? The bathroom, where you do your number 1, number 2. Very clean.
I'm going to really have a nice time today.
With a complimentary wine available to us as well. My girl jumps in the bed and sings happy birthday to me. Well, of course, we embarked on all this journey because it was her birthday just a couple of weeks back.
I really love this house, you know.
So after the inspection of the room, it's about time we took a tour around the ship. And our first point of call was this swimming pool at the aft of the ship. Of course, our stateroom was also located at the aft of the ship, so it was only natural that we walked through this side for the first time. These people are already soaking in the sunshine because many people had already boarded before us. And of course, the ship was also coming from all the way from Finland. And so they were already in motion. We came here to have lunch. Well, this is Queen Anne. And this is my own pasta being prepared. After lunch, it was time to shed some calories. A birthday girl lying also to soak up some temperature. And here you are seeing her trying to test her swimming skills. Last year, by this time, when we went to Miami, she had already forgotten her swimming lessons. But I can confirm that this time she did much, much better. Still at the aft side of the ship, going around, checking the bars, swimming pool. There are also 2 jacuzzis around here. And from the top, you can see around the environs of the cruise center here in Hamburg, Steinwetter. It's time for another moment. And the dining hall was dinner time. We came to have something to eat as well. So all along the ship was still docked, and this time the ship was slowly moving towards its destination. It was just after 8 p.m. when the ship moved. As it moved, we came to this zone where the second swimming pool was in midship. This place is called the Pavilion. The swimming pool located here is much, much shallower than the other one at the aft, because this one was designed to have children swim as well. This zone also has 3 jacuzzis. On the top, there's a bar. The wonderful sceneries and views overlooking the ocean. So the pavilion has a retractable roof, which I'll be showing you a bit later on. And this roof could be closed in case of bad weather. Queen Anne never disappointed us in respect to food, so much to eat, so much to drink, and so much to enjoy. It's day 2, breakfast time. Birthday girl sitting here, enjoying her breakfast and checking what's about for the day. And this is the pavilion view again, and the retractable roof I told you about. At this point, people were already soaking in the sunshine. Others were swimming. Others were in the jacuzzi, I must say, and having fun. One thing that was so significant was that at no point in time was any part of the ship, the shared spaces, including the jacuzzi and the swimming pools and the cinemas, so overwhelmed that you would find uncomfortable. At any point in time, there was so much space for everybody. This time, we jumped onto the duty-free spaces on the ship. People are also dining here. And of course, there was live performances going on this side. This is located on deck 2 of the ship. These are shops for women's wear. There were men's clothing, there were jewelries, there were perfumes, and a lot of duty-free items available for sale on the vessel. Another live performance was happening here. Also featuring was the Royal Court Theatre. Even though I didn't get the opportunity to enter because at this time it was closed for rehearsals, there was so much to see, so much to film, so much to enjoy on the ship. And those of you who like games, there was also a casino on board, but that was not our thing. So we just walked past the casino. And here you are seeing men's clothing as well. And in the shot, you can see another live performance. this couple is already having fun, enjoying the live music and dancing to the tune. At this time, I had moved to this chat room to have a view of it. Nice, beautiful place. And within time, I will walk to this side of the ship called the Clarendon, which featured a lot of art and pieces of art, beautiful ones at that. These ones were costing some thousands of dollars. You can see 2,000 something dollars. And what caught my attention so much was this particular one here. I don't know what creature it is, but this one was going for over $3,200. Wow. The pavilion hosted much of our time on day 2 on the ship. This time around, Beverly girl had come, climbing upstairs, of course with a glass of lemonade, ready to gulp down. Having a view of the stunning ocean right here on Queen Anne. Girl, you're having fun. Now it was time to explore the beauty and wellness side of the ship, and this was located on deck 1 of the ship. You can see my girl trying to join the queue to make inquiry as to how the usage of the saunas, the gyms, the spa had to go. And this one is called My Real Wellness and Beauty. Over time, I had to walk through this side. The beautiful gym you can see in your shot. I will later come to give you a full view of the gym, the state-of-the-art gym located on this vessel. But right about now, let me walk you through what they call the relaxation lounge. Stunning, beautiful setup place where you can sit and have a deep thought about business, about personal life, whilst you overlook the ocean. And this side was part of the wellness side as well. The sauna behind that you can see there. The showers, jacuzzis. Of course, I couldn't film for obvious reasons. People were almost half naked there. I couldn't invade in their privacy like that. But hey, there's so much to jump onto when it comes to the Marriott Wellness and Beauty. This was the site of the gym I was talking about a moment ago. This is a state-of-the-art gym with lots of materials and equipment. You have a body built up whilst you watch over the beautiful ocean. Food time again. And I tell you what, I think I mentioned before, on Queen Anne, there's so much to eat, so much to enjoy, so much to see. Apart from these dining halls that are included in the price, there are also specialty restaurants which came at a price if you wanted to dine there. The Artisan restaurant and then the Britannia restaurants were part of the cost. Later on in the night, we will come to this side of the ship where they are having what they call silent disco. So as you can see, people are wearing headsets over their heads with their lightings on. And this was our very first time of enjoying what they called silent disco. So it meant that no music was being played aloud there, but everybody having their headset was listening to some kind of music they could dance to. Apparently, most people had the same kind of music played through their headset, but I had a different music. So interestingly, whilst people were dancing this way, I was dancing the other way around. Funny. But overall, we enjoyed our time at the silent disco, even though it was the very first time having something like that. So it was time to walk up to deck 3 to see the sight of the duty-free spaces and duty-free shops at night. Of course, the shops were closed by this time, but it was still beautiful places to have shot at. And this was the Corinthia Lounge, also located on deck 3. At this point in time, it was almost midnight, but there was still food. They call it night tea. Well, we had come to have fun as well. Why not? Let's eat something before we go to bed, girl. Once I saw this, but I knew that my time on the ship was almost up because it was day 3, and this time around we're already in Southampton and we're having breakfast. It's a sad moment to see this man serve me because that was part of the last moment that we spent on this ship. And the queue here is showing people already getting ready to disembark from this cruise line. And you know what? I had time, I had fun, and it was interesting. If you've not subscribed to my channel, kindly subscribe to it and share for others to enjoy. In the meantime, ciao, ciao.